Welcome to Zion Builder, this is Gary. In this video, you will learn how to build a shop archive page and product page using the theme builder, the repeater and dynamic data. Now, I want to explain briefly how we will do that. First, we will make the archive page layout using the repeater and dynamic data. Export the layout to the library, then import it to the theme builder and apply it to the product archive. Then we'll be doing mainly the same steps for the product page. Among other things, we will build a hero header using the slider builder. Make sure you watch the entire video, there will be lots of tips and tricks along the way. Let's get started. I will first create the shop archive page. You can name it how you want. Press Edit with Zion Builder to edit the page. Then change the page layout to full width. Now it's time to get creative. I'd like to start by creating a small wireframe, and then develop certain areas. I will make 3 sections. In the first section, we will make a hero slider. The second section will have a title, and the third section will contain the product archive. Let's add a title heading in the middle section. I often change the background color when working in certain areas, to understand what is going on around the element I am interested in this case, the slider. The first thing I want to do after I add the slider, is to increase its height. We can do this by dragging this field upwards. In this slider I want to add a column, a line to the left, where I will add a caption. Then use a background image under the slide. It would help if this column would have a 100% height. For this, I need to tell the column wrapper, which is the slider builder slide, to behave as a flex container. This will make all the direct children stretch 100% height. I'll leave the slider like this and return to it a little later. Let's tweak this a bit. That's better. To add products we must use the repeater. You will find the repeater options in the Advanced tab of each item. The repeater works like this. You have a provider and a consumer. Whenever you want to output a filtered set data, you will need to enable a provider somewhere up the chain from where you want to consume that data. The provider creates a loop, and anything we place inside a consumer will be repeated in every looped item. Right now I am enabling the repeater provider on the third section, and telling it what information to filter. I want it to get all the products inside the t-shirts category. This column will be the consumer. As soon as enabling it, you will see that it repeats the column 7 times. That means that it has found 7 products inside the t-shirt category. If we check our products page, you will see that we have a total of 14 products in our store. If I'll add the other category to the query, we should have a total number of 14 columns. But we only have 10. Because the repeater is set to show only 10 products per page. If we increase the number, they should show all 14. I want to display 3 products per row. To do this, I just need to change the consumer column width to 1/4 of the content. Then all the other columns will change their size as well. Let's go to the repeater provider options and change the query to show only 6 products. Now let's add an image. Add also a heading. Search for the Woo product price and add it also. Notice that I've added an image and a heading, but they don't have any information about our products. We will use dynamic data to retrieve that information. You can add dynamic data wherever you will see an icon like this. Since in our category, there are 7 products and we only show 6 products, we must also add pagination. When you add the pagination, be sure to add it inside the repeater provider and not outside of it. Otherwise, it will not work. I will remove the arrows to keep this a bit more clean. To align this to the right, I simply go to the wrapper typography and click the Align to the Right icon. Right now, the pagination shows that we have 3 pages. That is because the query has selected both categories. If I remove one, the pagination should change and show only 2 pages. Let's preview this and see how it works. So the page changed, but I don't like that the pagination went here. That happened because the column with the paginations has the width on auto. If I select it to be on full width, it would always show under the product. That's better. I think I will style the product's title and pricing a bit. Awesome. This looks nice. But, there is nothing to click here. We could add an Add to Cart button. or we could add a link on the images. Now I can click the image to open the product page. It doesn't look that great, but we will improve the aesthetics of this page in a few moments. Let's style the pagination a bit. I want to add the numbers inside a square shape, with round corners. We can make the current page a different color. Also, the page that is not active should have a hover color. I'll get the same color of the subscribe button, then save it as local color. Maybe I will need it later. If I want to make a smooth transition between the default color and the hover color, I must select the default styles, go to transition, and increase the transition duration. Now I see that a white text over a blue color will look a lot better. So, let's change the text on hover. Awesome. A nice hero slider will change this page completely. So, let's take care of this. I will make the slider bigger. Pay attention to the structure of the slider. I have the slider builder inside a column, and it only has one slide, with one column. Each slide has its own styling options. I will turn off the infinite scroll, to better see which slide is which, and duplicate the first slide. I can select the slide styling either from this drop-down, or by pressing the item pencil. Now if I change the height of the first slide, you will see that the second slide has a different size, and the slider will adapt to the height of each slide. I will keep the height at 800 pixels. Now, what I want to do, is to add a background image to the first slide. So, go to the first slide background styles and choose an image, then use the cover option for it to adapt to your content. And since my image is transparent, I can play with the background color as I want. Let's add some text to our slider, a button, and center them vertically. Right now the slider looks boxed, because our section has the inner content set to boxed. If we edit the section's inner content width to full size, the slider will stretch on the entire screen. We only need to remove this right and left space that comes from the parent column. Let's adjust the text a bit. Sometimes removing the sidebar from the left side is handier than pressing the Ctrl+P key to preview the whole design. I will snap it to the right side, because I'm interested in aligning the slider text with the product archive content, and the sidebar it's a bit distracting. I will increase the inner content to 1200 pixels, you will see why. What I want to do is to increase the left margin of this column, which is inside the first slide. I can increase the margin by dragging this until it aligns with the category. The problem is that this margin differs from device to device. The text should stay aligned each time I change the device. If we do the math, the left margin should always be the difference between the full width of the screen and the content size, divided by 2. So we can type that in here, like this. Don't forget to add a space before and after the minus like I did. Now if I change the device, the margin is fluid. I only need to add a left padding for smaller devices. Beautiful. To not repeat the same steps for the second slide, we will delete it and duplicate the first one. Now we have two identical slides, and we should only change the image of the second slide. Easy peasy. Let's match the button with the color of this shirt. Let's take a look at the preview page also. Now we can better see that some elements still need some tweaking to be perfectly aligned. The product archive page looks just about right. The pagination works. We can also click on the product items. Now, the only thing remaining is to apply this design to the product archive. Because as you can see on the shop page, the products look like this. So how do we do that? Well, it is simple. We save our design to the library, then import it to the theme builder. Add a new theme builder template. Add a name. Then go to Products, and select the Products Archive page, and save. Add a component to the body and edit it. Now, if we go to the local library, we can insert the page we have saved earlier. Save the page and close the component. Then save the theme builder. And here it is. If we refresh the shop page, we see our new design. Now we have to do the same thing for the product page. We must redesign this page using Zion Builder WooCommerce elements and dynamic data, then apply the layout to all product pages. Let me save these quick. Since our product archive page is saved in the theme builder component, and we also have a backup saved in the local library, we can delete the page we did here because it does not affect our product archive page in any way. If I refresh the shop page, you will see that the page is still here, and we can edit the design from the layout we have in the shop page template. Let's make the design for the single product page. Add a new page. Add a title, then press the Edit with Zion Builder button. I could design the layout directly in a theme builder component, but I'm doing it from here because I can see both the header and footer. In the theme builder component, I can't see the header and footer of the website, so this approach is more convenient for me at the moment. So I've changed the page layout to full width from the page options and added 3 sections. Press Ctrl+C then Ctrl+V to copy paste the column. I will add the product image here. If it doesn't show up, don't panic. It happens because the page builder doesn't know which product image to show. When we work with dynamic data, we need to tell the builder where to get his data. So go to Page Options, under Dynamic Data Preview Source, then select the source. I will select a page from Products. Now if we save the page and refresh, the product image will show up. Let's make the columns fixed, to 1/2. The column was on auto, and the element is set to 100%, which is why the column stretched. Let's add a heading, which will represent our product name. Double-click the column, and set the inner content vertical alignment to center. Add the Add to Cart button. The product description. And the product price. I will duplicate the description and use it as a long description right here. You can hold down Ctrl while dragging to increase both up and bottom margin. If you think you are making too many clicks to change the desired styles, know that in the future, we will add some shortcuts to reduce these clicks. I am sure that once you learn the page builder, you will not find this an issue. Let's add a title to this description. If you edit the WooCommerce description element, you will see that you have an option to select if you want to display the short or long description. Here at the bottom, the related products and upsells are usually displayed. So I will add the WooCommerce related products element here. I will edit it to show only 3 products, in 3 columns. We can also add the product meta. This quantity input needs some adjustments as well. I think this upper section will look better in full width size, so let's adjust that too. By default, the columns have a 15 pixels left and right margin which can be adjusted from the section's general tab. I have set it to no gap to remove that left space. On the product page, all the attention is on the product, so I will make the left column a bit bigger than the one from the right. That's better. I think we're ready to add this layout to the theme builder. Save the template to the library. Then go to the theme builder and create a new template. Scroll to Products and check all products. Add a new component to the body and edit it. Open the library and insert the design we made earlier. Save the page. Close the component and don't forget to save the theme builder. Now all the product pages should be updated with the new design. I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial on how to create a product archive page and single product page with the theme builder. And don't forget to subscribe to Zion Builder YouTube channel for more tutorials like this. See you in the next video.